Hey guys, welcome to week 2 of the Half Hippie 50 Challenge. How did last week go for you? I hope that you had a lot of plant-based goodness and you are ready to go into week 2 with, hold on a second. Okay, week 2, increase your water intake. So this is a very simple one again. Well, maybe the plant-based one wasn't simple, but I hope that you rocked it. But this is a simple one this week, again, building on the premise that little bitty bite-sized chunks of health and wellness can lead to amazing results over time. So remember, again, the whole idea for the Half Hippie 50 is to not overcomplicate things. I want things to be simple and easy and doable so that you actually do them, so that you actually want to do them because you know that if I do this one little thing, it might lead to exponential health down the road or even in a week's time. So this week, again, we are going to increase our water intake. The great part about this week is that it doesn't have to come just from drinking water, okay? So if you are eating a whole foods plant-based diet full in high quality fruits and vegetables that do contain water, then your water intake will come from that as well. So on average, we want to take in about 12 cups of water a day, which is about 3 liters. So I drink my water in mason jars. Hopefully yours doesn't have a half peeled sticker on it, but this is a 1 liter volume. So what I like to do is drink 3 to 4 of these a day. Again, you don't need to drink that much water. You just want to have up to 3 liters a day, depending on your body size, but around there for the typical person. And some of it will come from your water, hopefully 2/3 of it will come from your water, and then some of it will come from the high quality foods that you're taking in. So for instance, if you're eating a nice raw salad with romaine lettuce, cucumber, bell peppers, tomatoes, those have water in them too, so they will count to your daily water intake. Yay! Okay, so we're making it doable, and don't beat yourself up if you think like, oh crap, I only got in a cup of water today. That's okay, tomorrow's a whole new day. So you have this whole week to kind of fine tune and tweak this to see where you get to at the end of the week, and then hopefully you want to implement it for the rest of your life, because let's be real, hydration is a really important area that a lot of us fall short on. The days are busy, we get caught up in things, we forget little simple things like this. So that's why this week I'm here to help you, and next we will go over some simple habits to get these to stick so that we are implementing it and we are being the change that we need to be for ourselves. So here are some little things that you can do to increase your water intake. First one, maybe it's every time you open your phone to go on Instagram, guilty as charged too, that's when you say, all right, you gotta take a sip of water. So something to ingrain in yourself, if that is one of the challenges you want to set up for yourself to make sure that you're taking in water, is every time you log on to Instagram or social media, or maybe it's even your email, that's when you have to take a sip of water. Maybe it's even buying a beautiful water bottle, because you know that if you have it presented lovely, I get it, I'm totally a visual person, if you have your water in this pristine bottle, it makes you feel like you are drinking the liquid of the gods, then you get a nice water bottle and you carry it around with you and you drink that water. I encourage you to get one that's 500 milliliters to a liter, just so you can keep track of your water intake that way, just to make it super, super simple. Or maybe it's setting an alarm on your phone to go off every 30 minutes just to prompt you to drink water. Again, we get so busy that hours can pass by and we forget to drink water. So if you have that prompt on your phone, and maybe you set it up the night before to go off every 30 minutes or every 45 minutes to say like, hey, ding-ling-ling, drink some water, that is another way to really ingrain this and make it a habit, make it a really good habit that you stick with. Okay, so now just a few more things in case you're thinking, okay, I'm fine with eating more high water fruits and vegetables, but water's kind of boring to me, and I get that. My daughter needs to spruce it up too. So here are some suggestions for you. Make sure you're drinking good quality water. If I'm being real, tap water is probably the worst water you could be drinking. There's so much garbage in it that it's not good for you on a cellular level or a taste level. So if that's what you're drinking, here are some ideas to help switch it, and let's avoid the tap altogether if we can. Okay, so getting reverse osmosis water. This takes out the minerals, but one simple thing you can do is remineralize your water. or you can just add a sprinkle of Himalayan sea salt to it as well, or just drink filtered water. So drink filtered water or drink reverse osmosis water. If taste is something that is really important to you and you find water so bland, try adding a citrus essential oil to it to really bump the flavor up. So citrus oils, and make sure you click below to understand why the quality of the oils is important. You don't just want to take in any essential oil. So citrus oils that I love: grapefruit, lemon, lime, tangerine, wild orange. You could even play around with a few of them, add a few drops. So this is a great way to not only flavor your water, but it's also going to cleanse your body as well, which is so, so cool. Or maybe you add fresh herbs to it or some fresh cucumber, and then you are setting yourself up by knowing that you are putting the effort in to make your water so pretty and taste so well that you drink it. So a few things to do when it comes to your water intake. You can start the day with room temperature water or slightly warmed water. So you could heat a little bit of water up and then pour it into your water that way, and add freshly squeezed lemon juice to it. This will help get your digestive juices going for the day. If I'm being honest, I'm not a huge cold water drinker anyway, but if you can get away from drinking ice cold water, because it's actually a really big shock to your system. So if you can just focus on, especially when you wake up in the morning, drinking room temperature, slightly warmed water, that is a great way to not only get some water in first thing in the morning, but it's also going to be really beneficial to your digestive system. Another thing is to drink water before or after a meal, not during it, because this can actually dilute your digestive juices, and that's not what we want to do, right? We want to make sure we're getting the max effectiveness out of our foods as we eat them. So those are just a few things to note when it comes to drinking your water. And just as an FYI, if you're thirsty, you've actually waited too long. You're actually past the point of needing hydration. So make sure you stay on top of that by using those cues to create those habits so that you're always taking in water throughout the day. So ideally, it's 12 cups of water a day. Again, it doesn't have to all come from drinking from these lovely mason jars. It can come from your food, your high water content food, or drinking water this way. And remember, we are in a state of dehydration these days. We're on the go, we're busy, work gets busy, the hours pass by, we drink a lot of coffee. I'm guilty there as well. And since coffee is a diuretic, as we take it in, we're peeing out a lot of water, right? So if we're not taking in water with our coffee, then we're already in that state of dehydration. So make sure you stay on top of it this week. I've created a beautiful little guide for you there. So if you head to the blog post for this week below, you can download the PDF, which basically summarizes everything we've talked about in one handy little guide. So check that out. Check out the page for all the information on the Half Hippie 50 if you're not familiar with it. And just remember that this whole challenge is given to you in simple, easy to do tasks each week, and you can choose how much or how little you do of it this week. I'm hoping that this challenge is one you implement daily, because let's be real, it's one we should be doing daily anyway. But even if you do it once this week, you are doing so awesome, and I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see all the success you have. Make sure if you want to follow along with all of the Half Hippie 50 challenge this week and every other week, that you use the hashtag HalfHippie50. Tag me in your posts. I'd love to see what you're up to. You can always check out my profile too, because I will be posting everything I do each and every week. Again, this is week 2, so we've got 48 to go after this, but we're gonna have an awesome year together. I can't wait. You're gonna do so awesome. You're already here showing up, and that's the most important part. So let's have a very hydrated week, and I can't wait to see you next week for week 3.